Can you hear that? You know what that is? That's the sound of crickets. That's the sound of what most people hear when they launch their podcast because they didn't do it correctly. I could just leave it there, but I'm feeling generous today. There's nothing worse than putting in all the work of having a podcast, getting your audio, your topics, your packaging, get it into iTunes and syndicating it and putting your heart and soul into it. And then when you launch, you hear those crickets. So what I wanted to share with you is my Public Enemy Zero launch map. And it's something I've been working on through all the years that I've been podcasting, figuring out how to make sure that whenever I launch a show, that there's eager listeners waiting to rate, subscribe, and review the show, because that's going to be the secret to expanding your audience. So check this out. I've got an actual launch map, hand-drawn, handcrafted by me, that you can have if you want to follow along at home, and I'll give you a quick look at it. If you want this launch map, just drop a yes in the comments, and I'll PM it to you so that you can follow along. Maybe not right this second, but when you watch the replay later. All right, so this is what you want to do. Very simply, you want to start your launch 7 to 10 days before you go live in iTunes. All right, this is going to give you time to build up momentum, build up excitement, and get people ready for the show. All right, so step one is start 7 to 10 days early. And what you do is you give away a sneak peek of the show. What we like to do is give away one of the later shows, because we start out with about 12 shows. So we'll give away a later show as a sneak preview. And basically you just send people to this sneak preview. You hit your main list. You tell them you've got a new project you're working on, and you give them a sample, a sneak peek. So what this is going to do is this is going to shake out all your super fans. Look, if you have an email list and you are emailing them regularly, you know that there's only a small percentage of people in there that are opening, clicking, and buying your stuff. So that small percentage of people are the people who are most interested in what you have to offer. That's why I call them the super fans. So you want to get all those super fans together in one place, excited about your new project, your new podcast. So once you create that super fan sublist, what you do is you move people into a consumption sequence, okay? Because it does you no good if you give away a sneak peek that they do not listen to. So you got to send a couple emails making sure that they have listened to this. And this is preparing them for what's next. What's next? What's next is you start teasing your launch show. So whatever you have in your first episode that you're going to air on launch date, you start teasing that out and telling them, come here, I got something good for you. It's coming, getting people excited, not giving everything away, so that they know on launch date that they got to go to iTunes to get what you've been teasing to them. And after that, what you do is you party. Oh, party. Yes, on launch day, it's a party. So on launch day, you hit your super fans. You also hit your main list. You let everybody know the show is ready to rock and roll, and they can go ahead and get it. And that pushes a bunch of traffic, a bunch of eyes. That also lets iTunes know that you're putting some marketing behind the show, and it'll elevate you in the rankings. All right. So along with that, the people, the super fans on your sub list, those people you're going to ask for subscribes, ratings, and reviews. And why can you get subscribes, ratings, and reviews on the day you launch? Do you know? Because you gave them a sneak preview of your show already when they signed up to get on the sub list. So these people already have experienced it. So you hit that sub list, tell them, subscribe, rate, and review. And that's going to let iTunes know that not only are you sending people there, but they're engaging with your content. They're subscribing, which means they want more of it. They're reviewing, which means they're adding social proof to the work you've done. So that is Public Enemy Zero. Remember, if you want the PDF, just drop a yes in the comments here and I'll PM you with it so that you can follow along the next time you watch this.